this track.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game number 2 of the PinkFae 1v1 finals. We have Elune versus Bird, and it's going to be a mirror match. Now, just to let you know, this is not intentional. They have both decided on the track independently, blind pick, and they will not know who the other player is until after they meet in the mid lane. 50 seconds until the horn will go, and there shall be creeps and devastation. It looks like we may see a mirror build. No, fast bottle on the Shrek. Bird is going to go for the fast bottle build. And remember that there is no 1 minute rune in 1v1. Now, the rules are first to 2 kills or first tower down, which can be, you know, a potential outcome of having a Lishrak on each side. Lots of tower damage coming from the Diabolic Edict. And I think the harassment will be quite significant. Lightning Storm on both ends. And last but not least,
let's get this farce over with.
We have Elune and Bird fighting for the $250 prize pool, plus a really fancy trophy. Now, good blocks coming out of this Leshrac. Now let's take a look at Bird. On the other Leshrac, range creep does end up getting up in front. And now we have double Leshrac. Get these last hits and denies up. We have a lot of harassment that's going to be coming out of Bird. And Elune has opted also for the Lightning Storm, one of the strongest slows in the game, 75%.
Not for you.
And Elune showing the comfort of the character. Both 2 and 2 in overall last hits. Lots of harassment going back and forth. And faking out Elune, doing the attack animation for the Split Earth. And keeping Bird a little bit on the defensive. Oh, there it is. Bird taking him to the face. And there's Elune. Ready with another Split Earth, another slow. Very aggressive. And Bird has opted for the Diabolic Edict. A lot of sustained damage, but certainly not the burst that Split Earth will give you. Albeit maybe a little bit less mana intensive. I think this one's going to come down to who is going to knock down each one's tower first. And cheeky play is coming out. We should mention that, you know, the Lightning Storm does not hit if you don't have vision.
Not for you.
And lots of back and forth. Bounty Rune top, double damage bottom. And both Leshracs. Oh, no. Looks like Elune going to opt not for that. Now, Bird does have the bottle. And we'll have a lot more mana regeneration, a lot more harass that can come out on Elune. But let's take a look. That bottle is coming in. And we now have the boots coming out on the Leshrac. It's definitely going to have Bird a bit of an advantage there. Speed advantage. However, they are toe-and-toe. And I believe, you know, it has kind of paid off for Elune just slightly. Easier last hitting. Because of that Null Talisman. And damage disadvantage certainly on Bird just a little bit. 56 in comparison to 65. Back and forth we go. And there's the double damage coming out on Bird. Bird may wish to make a play here. A Lightning Storm, potentially with a Split Earth, and a Diabolic Edict could be the difference. Or it could be that Bird just wants to catch up on those overall last hits. And remember, typically Leshrac plays, they're going to be a little bit more passive. And of course, with that rune advantage, certainly Elune does not want to go in super deep against the deity Leshrac. But here we go, a little bit. But are we going to see the return? We did, but no Split Earth. Level 3, Lightning Storm, devastatingly powerful. There's the Diabolic Edict. Coming in, Elune could pop her glyph if she so wishes. Looks like she has no need to do so. And Elune going to go for the bottom rune, meanwhile Leshrac going for the top, getting that bounty. And we have just a cloak coming out. On Bird, good choice overall. And what do we have? On Shroomy, boots and a ward. Plus some illusions. Could be up for some cheeky plays. It is, you know, Bird does not know that there are illusions available. And whether or not Elune saw them is to be determined. And there it is. She does know that there are illusions now. Just gonna secure herself some last hits. And the ward in the mid will give the high ground advantage. And that will allow for the... Oh, there it is. And another lightning. And it'll be enough. There's the first blood. Elune kills the Bird.
Well be gone.
Dire's middle
and
tower
there goes
is
the
under
tower.
attack.
Split Earth advantage happening. And opting to get the kills over the tower damage. Split Earth, of course, 200 radius, 240 damage, and of course that flat 2-second stun. 27 to 22 last hits. Here comes Bird, taking a lot of damage from that lightning storm. A Diabolic Edict. She's going to have to play very conservatively now. And that might not mean the most exciting match in the entire universe, but remember, we are fighting over $250, bragging rights of the PinkFae 1v1. And Elune is up 1 game. It is the best of 5. And there it is. Elune going in. Are we going to see the Split Earth? Are we going to see it? We are not. Shroomy making his way in. Does have a Staff of Intelligence to help with that mana. And potentially a 4-staff in the making. Could be a Dagon. It has been a favorite of the 1v1 PinkFae tournament. You never really know. And also another potentially good build. The Eul Scepter. Eul Scepter into a Split Earth. Devastating combo. It's like having a Rubik on your team for a mere 2,000 plus gold. Alright, there we are. Bird taking a lot of damage. There's the haste rune. Bird doing the Diabolic Edict. Is Elune going to be able to do very much? Is going to go around. Diabolic Edict not really getting much damage out, but Bird definitely on the run. Bottle crowing. Flying Courier. Bringing the rest of the Bracer towards the Bird. And remember, Elune is going for the ultimate no Diabolic Edict, which means no big tower pushes. She's going to have to rely on getting the kills to fulfill the end of the match. Now Bird in trouble. It's quite significant damage. And 43 to 28. And tower advantage is still in Bird's favor. Bird opting still for the max Diabolic and the Lightning. Knows that really it's going to come down to probably a good kill and a really hard push coming out of that Diabolic. She's extremely far behind in last hits, and First Blood has already been taken, which means not a lot of potential for comeback other than getting a kill and pushing really hard. We are going to have Invisibility Rune on Elune, which this could spell the end for Bird, unless there's some really good plays, cheeky plays, and Elune standing back, Bird playing very conservatively. Knows what's going on. Maybe saw with the vision, potentially. And it looks like Elune pulling maybe forward, looking for him. And now Elune has been gone long enough out of lane that Bird knows that she is invisible. That is the fair assumption. Has the bottle. And there it is. Bird kind of knew what was going on there in general. And we will have the 10-minute rune up in a few moments. Oh, but there's the splitter. There it is. Is there going to be enough? Diabolic Edict. Blocked by the creeps. Does have the bottle. Will be able to do a little bit of damage here. And the last hits will be secured. 30 seconds until the rune, and it is going to be a Dagon, ladies and gentlemen. 400 burst damage. And Leshrac only sitting on about 700 health. Maybe with a tiny bit of magic resistance of 40%, but it might be enough to secure this. Elune has been the dominating factor in this entire game. And of course, you'll get to meet the pros after the tournament is over. Alright, so Leshrac moving his way down to the bottom rune. Elune picking up a bounty. And Bird with the regeneration. Will be cancelled by a lightning storm. And who knew that Leshrac versus Leshrac would have so much action? There it is. There's the slow. Elune not going to go all the way in. Does have her ultimate. And at level 10, Man's actually taking stats instead. Bird double bracers boots. Going for a little bit more tank. Which is good because we have that Dagon and Elune. Bird using the Diabolic Edict, and we are going to see the forced out rune. And Bird just going to play it safe and pull back. 1 minute till the 12-minute rune, and as we said, Bird does not want to play this aggressively. Bird has been known to be extremely aggressive. It bit her in the butt a little bit last time. But now there's no Leshrac other than Elune in. Going to TP in. Do we have a split earth? No, we don't. $68 to $48. 16 denies. Elune certainly winning the lane. But don't underestimate the power of the almighty lightning storm. But that Dagon could be the difference between winning this matchup and losing. And there is a haste now on our friend Leshrac, taking her ultimate. We should mention that XP-wise, 2 levels behind. Bird does have haste. She needs to be able to use these runes to her advantage. And here it comes. Diabolic. Running around. Just trying to burst through that tower just a little bit. And then we'll push back. Elune once again going for the vision advantage. And we'll be pushing this. Now we have the Bottle Crow. Azamir making his way back to Bird. Now you can definitely tell Bird a little bit desperate.
Dire's middle tower
Another minute before she can really do very much. And we have opted for attributes on Elune. Elune playing extremely cheeky and dropping all her items using that bottle. Good bottle discipline so far, whereas you see that Bird not so happy going for the 3 bracer build. We may say this game's gotten a little bit silly. There's the splitter. Elune using the Dagon. Bird taking a lot of damage underneath the tower, and it is going to go to Elune game number 2. Best of 5. And it will be the Radiant who will take this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you at the next game. My name is Play with Kimberly, your caster of the evening. And we'll be right back with some more crazy action here at the 1v1 PinkFae tournament.